And now it's time to feel some startup vibe. I've introduced you George earlier, our startup programs manager. Startup Spotlight kickstarted yesterday. It brings together 30 teams from all around Central and Eastern Europe. And the best 8 are going to take the growth stage and pitch in front of you. We're having the first batch right now, and I'll let George tell you more about this. George, the floor is yours.
Man, working with startups is hard. I can't imagine how it is like building them. But you're gonna see today here, in the next 30 minutes, you're gonna see 4 startups that really impressed. They're selected from like the best startups in the Central European region. They develop some amazing products. Some of them are hardware, some of them are software, but they all have strong teams behind them, and they have a very good product that has traction. Helping us evaluate the startups is a great jury. So I invite on stage Vladimir Wane, product director at Hootsuite. Thank you, Vladimir. Andrei Pitish, founder of VectorWatch. Andrei? Lucian Todea, founder of Soft32 and active angel investor. Luci? And Rune Thiel, co-founder of Rockstart Accelerator. Thank guys. So Startup Spotlight is a program that has 2 components. One is like pitching on stage, and they're competing for prizes in $20K US dollars that are offered by our gracious sponsor Ixia. And another one is a mentoring sessions which happen like behind the stage. What's going to happen? You're going to hear 4 pitches, 5 minutes each, and then we're going to like 2 minutes of feedback and Q&A from the jury. So without further ado, I'm going to invite the first pitcher today, BranchTrack.
Hey guys, I'm proud to be the first one, but we are BranchTrack, and we are a flight simulator for salespeople. So I fly a lot. It has always been part of my job, and for the most of the time it's okay. But there are cases when it could become very scary. You know, when the plane is on approach and it starts shaking and jolting, and you squeeze your armrest as hard as you can. But the one thing that keeps me from screaming like crazy is I know how pilots are trained. They learn a lot of theory. And then they learn how to cope with every possible situation in a safe and simulated environment. Only after they crash a huge number of planes in this flight simulator, they are allowed to fly a real plane with real me inside. But now let's take a look at how, for example, salespeople are trained in a corporate world. They also got a whole bunch of theory, millions of PowerPoint slides and PDFs, but then they're pushed to a front line, and they screw up real customers on real deals. And what do we do about that? We just throw more PowerPoints and more PDFs on them. So, and this loop, this vicious cycle, actually is very expensive. Companies spend $130 billion a year on corporate training and e-learning. And next year, they will spend by $5 billion more. So what we have done with the BranchTrack, we actually added a missing link. We created an affordable online platform where any company could create their own virtual customer simulation to train salespeople, customer care, and other business critical skills in a safe and simulated environment. It's a classical software as a service. All you need is a browser and internet connection. It requires no design or technical skills to build an e-learning, a piece of e-learning that is impactful and looks beautiful and works out of the box. Actually, we are at the moment charging customers based on number of authors that actually create content. The entry ticket is $2,900 a year for the first author. Then we charge $900 per each next author. Next year, we are planning to launch a pay-per-learner model that will allow us to charge companies based on number of people being trained. And we launched a product like in the late 2014. And this year we are planning to close with 75,000 euros of annual recurring revenues. And with paying customers like Pearson, Hewlett-Packard, KPMG, and others on board that are training already today they staff using BranchTrack. And we are running very, very lean. There are only 3 people at the moment behind that company. And I'm very proud to be a part of this extraordinary team that combines experiences in both e-learning and corporate training and building beautiful software. However, we do realize that we need more power to throw on sales, customer development, marketing, product development, and other things. Therefore, being a seed camp company, we are now closing a $500,000 seed round. We landed 2 weeks ago, first 150,000 euros from Imprimatur Capital, and now are looking for angels and early stage VCs to join the round. So if you are interested if you are looking for a disruption, come talk to me. My name is John Maurice, and we are BranchTrack Flight Simulator for salespeople. Thank you.
Yeah, nice bits.
Thank you.
So I'm curious to understand, if I get your software, do I have to create my own content?
Yeah, sure. That's a tool.
But I can also use the content from some of the other content creators on the platform, so the other authors.
Yeah, if they share it with you, you can use their content and collaborate on the content.
How much qualified do I have to be in order to create this simulation as an author?
That's exactly our main value proposition. All you need to understand is the problem you have in your training department, in your sales, for example, and the situation where people fail in sale. And then you just drag and drop. You do not need anything to know about like designing, coding, etc., etc. All you need to focus on is the content.
What exactly is the result of this simulation? It's like a scenario, questions?
Yeah, it's like a game. It's like a game. You just choose different options and you face different consequences. And you need to make, on each slide, you make another choice and face a different slide. So it's like a branching scenario. You can go that way or you can go that way.
Okay, thank you.
Can you give us an example?
An example of scenario.
Yeah.
The best example, maybe some of you have seen the popular video on YouTube, Choose a Different Ending. The guy in the suburbs of London, there is a video, the guy in the suburbs of London like going to walk with his friends. And then he had a choice to take a knife or not to take a knife. And then he chooses to take a knife, so it's you as a player, you are choosing the different story. And that's how it goes, and it goes like leads you to a different ending all the time.
How can that be applied in sales?
Example, you see that some group of people are not capable of selling new product. For example, like a credit card for a bank. They have a new credit card. And then you're creating a situation how they are selling, and they're making choices. And you see that they are failing here because people react on that in a different way than people expect. And they are kind of, you see like problematic slides, and you see that the problem is here.
You have created a platform,
yeah,
right?
Exactly.
Are you selling the platform, or are you selling services on top of the platform?
No, we're selling a platform, subscription for a platform.
Okay. And your customers are then have to make the balance between content creation and content consumption then?
What do you mean?
Like when you have a platform, you have to create content and create consumption for that content pretty much the same time.
Then I misunderstood, sorry. We are selling a tool that allows you to create a content. So it's an authoring tool, we're selling on subscription basis, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So hello. We're gonna get the second one on stage, and we're gonna see how like technology and beacons can affect our daily lives. I invite on stage Tickey.
Hello, my name is Dimitar. I'm co-founder of Tickey. Tickey helps people to travel public transport without need of cash or cards, using only their smartphones. In our daily commute, we always have same problems, like not able to buy tickets from kiosks or from the driver, or we are running out of cash, or ticket vending machines are too complex to operate, user experience is not good, or they're out of order. And we all have now smartphones, so we developed our solution Tickey, which is first of all mobile ticketing for public transport. Then it has route planning, timetables. It gives ability to send feedback and to rate the service that transit authorities are providing to you. And in background, we have smart ticketing engine that allows you to do daily or weekly or monthly capping based on the amount of money that you paid for single tickets. So how Tickey works? We use proximity sensors mounted in each bus called beacons. When you enter the bus, application recognizes the type of vehicle you're in, the road, the direction. So with just one tap, you pay for your ticket and that's it. Believe or not, our main competitor still are paper tickets, because even in larger cities, they're still using paper tickets that were invented in late 19th century. In the middle of last century, there were invented automatic fare collection systems that are using cards. And recently we have some smartphone applications, but look at them. They're using QR codes, old technology. They're just replicating the old way of buying tickets, not using modern capabilities of smartphones and new technologies. So right now we are running 2 pilot projects in Bulgaria, in city of Burgas, with 28 buses, approximately 20,000 rides per day. And we are helping Burgas municipality to make usage of public transport more popular. And in Sofia we have integration with fare gates in 2 metro stations, 2 bus lines, approximately 30,000 rides per day. So our next steps are to cover, first of all, European Union, and we have interest even from Dubai, Latin America, Indonesia. Last week we went to Smart City Expo in Barcelona, and there was huge interest about our solution. So the market in Europe only is about 150 million daily commuters. The penetration of smartphone is now more than 50%, and 85% of the people that have smartphone and use public transport are willing to use similar applications. So our business model, we are not selling anything to transit authorities and to municipalities. Instead, we are partnering with them. So we are buying tickets in bulk from them and reselling to them through Tickey. So that means zero investments for transit authorities and municipalities. It's also eco-friendly because we save paper. We save trees need to produce paper tickets. It's tourist-friendly because if you have ticket in your city, tourists can pay the same way as they pay in the other cities. And we give all the analytical data to transit authorities in order to know their customers better and to improve their services. So as I said, reducing paper tickets helps save the trees, reduce also carbon footprint, because if you use public transport, your carbon footprint is 2.5 times less than if you use your own car. Our financial predictions is that we will have 11 million in revenue in next year. Once we go public, then it will increase steadily over the next couple of years. Right now, we are raised 100,000 euros from 11, and we are partnering with Sofia Tech Park, with PayPal. They cut special deal for us. MasterCard is covering our marketing activities in Bulgaria, and we are partnering with Bulgarian LTE provider to have free Wi-Fi in the buses. So this is our team. We used to work for large multinational companies, and we brought all the experience that we gained so far in Tickey. And right now we are raising €500,000 to further finance our growth. So if you are interested, let's jump on the bus and enjoy the ride.
How safe is this solution? I mean, it's protected being hacked, or if you don't have a signal or internet or stuff like that?
Well, the solution works right now totally online, but we are also working on offline validating of tickets. But by design, you should use your internet connection to buy tickets and then to verify ticket.
So you're working with Sofia. It's one of the cities, right? Like,
Yes.
how long does it take you to get that connection and also get that first pilot up and running? I'm worried about, the scaling of this. You're working with governments,
Yes.
municipalities. I guess that's the most of it, right?
Well, first we established a relationship with Sofia Transit Authority about half a year ago. Then, because there were some local elections in Bulgaria, the process was delayed, but right now it's okay. So it takes between 3 and 6 months, let's say.
So have you looked at how many cities in Europe that have a similar characteristics to Sofia? Because I think the transportation system works in many different ways. Sometimes it's managed by the municipality, sometimes it's outsourced to other companies.
Yes.
Do you have a number on that?
The two models basically in Europe. For example, in Netherlands, in Ireland, in Malta, it's on central level. There is Transport for Ireland. There is a company that deals with all municipalities in Netherlands. We already talked to them. In the other countries, it's on the municipality level, basically. Like in Balkans, it's on municipality level. So we are actually, right now, last couple of months, we are going to industry events and smart cities events and talking to people that are responsible, to mayors, to heads of transit authorities, etc.
How is your customer acquisition? I mean, how do you get customers on your system?
We have advertisements on the bus stops, in the buses. Also, we are advertising ourselves through digital channels like Facebook.
Last question, please. Short answer.
Yeah, so the municipalities don't get rid of their typical ways of buying tickets, right?
Right.
So I think the use case for them is people will buy more tickets, right? Using the mobile app. Did that happen during your test?
Well, right now it's a closed test, so we selected group of people that will test it. So once we go live in January, let's say, then we will know how many people, what will be the ratio. But last week we talked to Transport for London.
Shorter answer, please.
Yeah, so
It's in the works. Okay.
yeah, it will increase basically.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So from a hardware slash software solution, we invite a pure software solution on stage. We're going to listen to EDM Designer.
Thank you. Hi everyone, I'm Roland, the CEO and co-founder of EDMDesigner.com. We help companies to create modern, mobile-friendly email templates which look beautiful on all devices. We have already paying customers all over the globe from Australia to the US, and our biggest client is Rafra in Asian Pacific right now, and we are in negotiations with IBM as well. So what's so special about us? We had the passion, strength, and endurance that survived the so-called valley of death. And now, here we are purely financed by paying customers, which is a good position to be, but obviously not enough. And there are already tens of millions globally who are reading emails which were created with our software. But what is EDM Designer? This is a drag-and-drop email editor tool, but quite similar to what MailChimp has, but we are not a direct competitor of MailChimp, and I have to tell you why. So this editor is available for end users, brands, agencies, and also for custom white label integration into any software. So EDM Designer can be seamlessly built into software like Heroku, Marketo, Salesforce, Magento, or any kind of software platform. It offers a very customizable UI and hundreds of features which can be tailored to the integration partner's needs. The system supports all left-to-right languages, and it's available in, for example, in English, Chinese, German, Spanish, Romanian as well. And it can be translated to any other language. We spent thousands of hours of development to create a really bulletproof email generator engine, which is unique in the market. Thanks to this, our integrated partners or end users do not have to deal with email coding anymore. The software handles the mobile optimization of the templates for them. For our services, we charge a monthly software license fee, and most of our revenues come from white label integrations and from brands like Lifeline. We estimate our addressable target market to be around $1.53 billion per year based on actual market statistics from enterprise CMS, marketing automation, email marketing, and all this kind of HBR solutions. Obviously, we are not the only solution in the market. There's a competition in every market, but we are best when it comes to integration, since we built the software with flexibility and email code quality in mind. So there's no other solution which would compare in these two stances to us. We started at the end of 2013, and in the really beginning, we had the chance to participate in a customer validation trip in the US, especially to the Email Design Conference, which was really great because we could meet personally with our clients. Last year, we participated in a 4-month-long accelerator program, and now we have clients all over the globe. In our team, I'm the business guy. I'm originally an online marketing expert, Scrum Master, project manager. My CTO deals with the backend development, and Greg deals with front-end development and email generation. We are on the right track to influence the life of over 1 billion people. I hope most of you will be reading emails which were created with EDM Designer in one way or another. Obviously, we need to make the right connections and work hard for a couple more years to achieve this goal. Our current challenge is to figure out how to multiply our monthly recurring revenues by 10 in the upcoming year. And right now, we are building up a systematic sales lead generation engine and also outbound sales strategy for the company. It's a new field for us, but we are not afraid at all. We've been through many things. But we also know that we need additional people to the team to succeed. So right now we are looking for mentors, angels, or smart investors who have experience in this B2B software field or build something similar, and maybe have connections to high-volume email senders or software providers. Thank you. If you are interested or you know somebody who might be relevant for me, please reach out to me at roland@edmdesigner.com. Thank you.
Questions?
Thanks a lot. I'm curious about the name. Really, I don't get the name in this context. What is that supposed
Where are you
to-
from?
Netherlands.
Netherlands. EDM stands for electronic direct mail in some countries, but in other countries it stands for electronic dance music. So we got it sometimes that, okay, guys, this is not the best name, but we don't see it as a, let's say, a big barrier of scaling the business right now. Obviously, rebranding is somewhere on our roadmap, but I would rather grow the sales and the revenue part before.
Can you tell me who is your usual customer? How does it look like?
It looks like it's usually a software provider. So let's say an email marketing service provider or a marketing automation tool. We have, they are similar to MailChimp, but smaller in size. That's what I would put as the usual customer.
You mentioned Ralph Lauren as one of your biggest
Yes.
customers. How are they using the service?
They got a dedicated version of EDM Designer, so under their ralphlauren@edmdesigner.com, and this is like we call it email content management system. So they replace the agency, working with an agency on each and every email template. Instead, they create the email templates in-house with the editor. And I just asked them like 1 week ago, what's the benefit? Because we've been working together for like 6 months. And they managed to reduce the time spent with email designs with 70%. And thanks to this, they create 100 or even more email templates in-house per month.
How much? What is your target? How much money do you think you're going to make in, I don't know, 2 years from now? And with how many people?
2 years from now, right now we are focusing on the next step. So I don't have an exact number for the 2 years from now.
What is the next step?
The next step is 60K
A short next step.
recurring. 60K monthly recurring.
Monthly or yearly?
Monthly recurring
Okay.
revenue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the last pitch in this session, the guy is developing a hardware product, And every time I speak to him, I'm very careful, and I speak with a lot of respect. When he's going to climb on stage, you're going to understand why. So with a lot of respect, Camille from Jaboo.
Hello guys. Do you guys watch action movies? Okay, that's perfect. So you already know everything there is to know about punching and fighting, right? I know a little bit myself. I'm 2 times world champion in Jiu-Jitsu. My name is Camille, and I founded Jaboo because I wanted to change the way people learn, train, and fight martial arts. After I opened my academy, I saw that all the beginners had the same problem. They got limited feedback out of their trainings, and that led up to loss of motivation and to really hard progress. And there are some ways you can fix that, but they aren't so good. Let's see some of them. So you can hire a private coach, which is really impersonal. They are more focused on the private, on the athlete part, and less on beginners. Also, it's really expensive and hard to find a really good one. Also, you can go and fight in amateurs events, but if you're an amateur, that's not your main goal and can lead to injury, overtrain, and things like this. Our solution consists in a set of smart wristbands used under the gloves that act as a private coach, telling you where you need to improve, giving you objectives, what you're doing good, analytics for your training, and most of all, giving you comparison with the rest of your teammates and also with friends from abroad. We are doing this by tracking more than 10 metrics like speed, force, punch type, and others. We already developed 3 prototypes, and the last one is smaller than what we need. All of them are working. We did the hard part and made the algorithm that tracks the movement of their hands. And actually we can tell now if it's a hook, if it's a jab, or cross. Also we have the industrial schematics ready, and we contact a selected factory, and we are ready for mass production. We're gonna sell these 3 ways. We already discussing with Everlast. It's a really well-known producer of contact sports equipment, and they are interested in co-branding or white labeling our production. Also, we are enabling the coaches with the coach reseller program to train more students at once, earn a lot of money from our reseller program, and also activating them in our platform where they can create video streams and have a lot of followers. We're gonna use all the big data in our web platform where everybody in the community will have something to gain of. Just 2 short examples. If you're a scouter and you're looking a good Irish guy with a strong right hook, you can find it in our platform and you have the best match for your fighting event. If you're a coach and you want to earn extra money, you can have your content that you're putting in our platform, and you can provide private lessons from students all over the world. There is a big market. I looked up there, and there are more than 100 million people that train martial arts, and more than 90% out of them are amateurs. Our product works with more than 30 types of martial arts, basically everything that has punches in it, and there are a lot. People are used to spending money on equipment, and just one private lesson from a coach in the States, it's almost the cost of our product. Sure, we have competitions. The most important aspect is that you cannot buy the product yet. It's not ready for sale from our direct competitors. There's also Move, but Move is more for the ladies that train cardio and tie a bow and want to track the calories. We have a really good team, and a good business should be the intersection of the market opportunity, the passion to do it, and also the know-how. Myself, after finishing university, I founded a company that had almost $500,000 revenue last year. My CTO and our tech genius delivered multiple projects to government and military, like securing the Romanian-Bulgarian border with a network of sensors, or building a robot from the ground up that is used in special intervention situation by military and ISU and stuff like this. Also providing technology to Horia Hulubei. Also, we have in our team a really good advisor. She's part of the team that found the biggest wearable in Romania, and she's really good in design and mass production. The future, as we see it, is less on counting on paper with pencil the punches like they are doing now when they are refereeing, and more about providing you guys live statistics directly in your home, on your TV, so that everybody will know who won this fight and got up at 5 in the morning to see it. Thank you very much for listening to me. We are really need your feedback, and we are looking for advisors and funding. Please come to us and tell us what you think.
Any questions or feedback?
What is the price and how many people can use your product you expect to use?
There are 2 bracelets, one on each hand, and the price for the set, it will be $200. And we expect in the first year of selling, we will sell to 30,000 people. It's a low estimation.
Is it possible to be integrated with the, I don't know, existing smartwatch factor or something like that?
That's a question that you usually receive. We have some special sensors, like industrial acceleration sensors, in order to catch the whole length of the acceleration and punch and everything, and you cannot use that smartwatch. And Vector Watch is a really beautiful watch that I wouldn't put it into the gloves to sweat it and mess it up.
Maybe they will have a different version.
Yes, we just met in the mentoring sessions. I think it's a very interesting product. And anyway, even if I wouldn't have, you're very close, so I wouldn't give you no, I'm kidding. So
I'll go. Please tell me what you think.
Okay. So the question is, do you see also other uses of this technology that you are developing? Because I think there's some uses also in the medical area, not just...
Yeah, we actually developed a technology that tracks the movement of your hands or of your feet. And sure, you can use this technology in a lot of different aspects. And we research a little bit in the kinetotherapeutic and physiotherapeutic area. And with a set of sensors that you use in where you want to recover, we can help you recover faster. And also the kinetotherapeutic doctors can use that technology when in the end of the recovery they can give that to the clients and do it at home.
I think that's very important because after the fight you also have to recover, so you'll have double the market. So I think that's very good.
Thank you.
One question is on the experience factor. Have you tried to test this with real practitioners?
Yeah, we did two kind of tests. And first, we bought all the wearables in the market. That was easy. And we did
Short answer, respectfully.
All the wearables in the market that was easy, we put it under the gloves. It doesn't do any kind of discomfort. And then after we got the first initial batch of prototypes, we did the testing with our friends that are fighting. They said that it's okay, then don't disturb, because you put it in here, not immediately and on the wrist, so it doesn't make you feel any discomfort.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you. This was Jaboo.
Thank you very much, and we are waiting your feedback.
So these were the pitches on the main stage today. We're going to have some more pitches on the startup stage after the break. I would like you to help me thank the jury for their time and their feedback. Thank you. And I invite Irina on stage with some more information about the conference.